All right, welcome to Red Card Banter. All right, this is going to be our first proper podcast after last week's little test run. So I'm going to have everyone introduce themselves one more time. We have Sauron here representing Manchester United. Sauron, would you like to tell everyone how you became a Manchester United fan?
I think one doesn't become a Manchester United fan. One just becomes born with it. And as a Red Devil from day one, since I came out of my mama, you know, I was a Red Devil, and I seen the greatest Manchester United player and greatest Premier League player of all time, Wayne Rooney, perform, and that just became an instant like admiration for the club, the history, Ryan Giggsy, Scholesies. It's amazing. And then to have like these weird neighbors next to us and all these incompetent other clubs. But one day we will get back to our former glory. And I think, Ruben Amorim is the man behind, we should put all our dedication towards. And I'm really glad as a United fan.
All right, and now we have Abhishek, who's going to be representing the Manchester City. Abhishek, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes,
Ooh.
sir. My name is Abhishek, and I'm a Manchester City fan, which is obviously the better Manchester United team. Sorry, better Manchester team, I should say.
All right,
And
and
there's some guys saying something about some greatest club in the world and all that crap, but
Noisy neighbors
they
out there.
almost ended up in the championship last season. But I won't
Yo,
mention who they are.
noisy neighbors, man. A lot of noisy neighbors, guys. You guys
all
feel me, right?
right.
Noisy neighbors.
And my name is Rajiv, and I'm representing Tottenham. So we all know it's depressing and painful and horrible, but I chose Tottenham off of a randomizer on FIFA when these two forced me to play FIFA back in our college days. Clicked the randomizer button, landed on Spurs, and then I just chose them. I don't know, fate got me there, and now I'm getting screwed for it. But I love my club, and I love Thomas
He's
Frank.
just a masochist.
It's
Europa
just
League
a
champions
magic.
right
It's
there.
Europa League winners. So we're first
Europa
trophy in
League
17
champions,
years.
sir.
But
It's
now
true.
we're coming up on the 25-26 season. So we're going to quickly run through a few
I got
topics here.
lucky.
And our opening topic is going to be Manchester United, who have made significant improvements to their squad. They also have a first full preseason under Ruben Amorim, very
Who
successful
Ben
at
Emmer?
Sporting Lisbon,
Yes,
who's
Hmm.
sir.
already shown very, very significant improvements in the
Great
Manchester United
promise.
squad. So I'm
Yes.
gonna
Hmm.
transition
Promise to
this
take him
over
from 20th
to
to 15th.
Jay, aka Sauron, to tell us and talk us through the transfers and his expectations for United.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I tell you the most successful, nay, the most amazing transfers we have. Congratulations, Ruben. I must say, you are definitely the man we should put our trust behind. It's proof, guys. We saw the first week how our players performed. Cunha, fucking absolutely unpredictable. Where's he gonna go? Nobody knows. Probably gonna fuck City up their ass. That's what I'm trying to say. Just sorry for the profanity. But what I'm gonna tell you right now, Embuemo, brilliant, holding the man, passing the ball. It can honestly, you can see what Ruben going for this formation. He's going for a perfect team passing and pushing the ball, pressing everybody like wolves out there, always running. Bruno being a little bit,
And
in an
competing with wolves.
unorthodox position. Excuse me, sir. An unorthodox position, but still facilitating. I'm gonna give him a little bit more time to adapt to this. I do understand it's been difficult, but oh my god, I must say I'm impressed with everyone. And only thing we're missing, I'm sorry,
That's
Andre
defensive.
Onana. We need to go. Excuse me, sir. You'll speak when spoken
I'm
to.
sorry.
I Andre Onana, I think I've tried my best, man, but you're just not him, bro. And I think you gotta go and maybe we have to pull in someone like maybe Donnarumma and maybe somebody else. I have some possible people that I might consider in the transfer window, but I don't want to break into that, Rajiv. Like whenever you want to talk about that, we can do
Sure.
that.
I
Like I
think
was just
while
thinking
speaking
about
of
the
your
current performance.
well, speaking of the transfers that you've made, and we're talking about three high-profile members who are on the graphic right now. We have
Yes, sir.
Benjamin Sesko, who has yet to be put on the pitch long enough for any judgments to be made, but I think he shows a lot of
Exactly. That's why I
promise.
didn't say anything about him.
Then we
Yeah.
had Matthias Cunha, who is very unlucky to not have
Beautiful.
scored against Arsenal, and Mbeumo, who pretty much dominated that first half single-handedly. Now, I just want you to, Jay, understanding that Binder was in goal, and we understand that there is a rift between Onana and Binder and Ruben Amorim. Let's just ignore that for now. Just talk to me about your front three. That's been a huge revamp from your previous front three from the last season, which, let's be honest, was toothless. And also, can you just speak to us about the dynamic between this front three when it's fully firing? What are you expecting? And now you guys are going up against Fulham this weekend. Any predictions in terms of their goal output and of that nature? What do you think?
But you said like our front three, we had a different front three which had the highest goal scoring in the Premier League. Those three front three. Do you remember who
Mm,
those were?
for their team.
Does anyone remember for our team? Yeah, for our team. Does anyone remember who those guys were? We had
We
Rashford.
had Rashford, Garnacho,
Garnacho and
Yeah.
Ahmad Diallo.
Ahmad. I'm not gonna lie, we need to talk about him. We'll get there. And you had Rasmus Hoyland. So significant upgrades,
That,
I think.
R- Stop. Okay, Rasmus, he tried his best, and
Timu
unfortunately,
Holland.
sometimes things don't work out, guys. We shouldn't laugh about it.
Timu
I don't think
Holland,
that's
who costs more than Holland himself.
okay, dude. You have a lot to say, and I want to say congratulations because I'm a great sportsmanship player. Because they said one of the best midfielders of our generation. I think Tijjani Reinders, who I am really saddened that he didn't come to us, but it's
I
okay.
think
You know
we'll
what?
come to City
It
soon.
shows.
Let's
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
focused
yeah.
on United's
He's just
transfers.
yeah, yeah.
You
Sorry,
can't help but
sorry,
talk about
sorry.
City.
Okay, this guy's baiting me, but I'm sorry. I apologize. But this is one of the issues that I had was like we didn't have a consistent attack. You know, our attack was so orchestrated around Bruno, and now we have like so many different opportunities that we can score from, and we've shown that in this Arsenal match. And Arsenal are not a light team, guys. Like, mind you, like Saliba played absolutely amazing, and honestly, Gabriel too. I don't like to admit it. Like they played really, really like they played really well,
They were the
and
league's
they
best
did what they
defense
had
last season, so that's
exactly,
expected.
and we've pushed them so far. You know, so I'm just proud of my boys, and I have some more expectations. I do want to bring in another person. Carlos Baleba, where are you, brother? Why don't you join us and become the generational freaking hierarchical chain of legacy that we can be at United? Just letting you know. Just an offer, Carlos Baleba, just letting you know. And then I have another option here, Rajiv. I'm thinking about Eduardo Camavinga. What do you think about that? Now, that guy, I think, could be a game changer for.
I think
Why is he always
I think the way we have
Sorry.
to look at this is the formation that you're playing is a 3-4-3, right? With probably like two eights or maybe a six and an eight. Obviously, you can't drop Bruno, or how do you fit Bruno unless you go into a 3-4-2-1 or something? But then you're going to be losing a little bit of bite in that final third. And I don't think Bruno
I
really fits that initial first third of build up, coming down, and also being a defensive anchor, because Bruno does all of his best work in the final third and up top, right?
Final third, yes, up
So
top, yes, but he can't be. He's not a
if you
defensive
bring in
like live.
Camavinga and you're successful in bringing in Camavinga, do you put him
Mhm.
next to Bruno, or do you drop Bruno and play him next to Casemiro, who Casemiro has been playing fantastic
It's
in
been one
that
game,
It's been
and
one
I'm
game,
hybrid
honestly
guys.
eight?
It's
impressed.
been one
It's
game.
been one game, but
It's
he's
been
been
one game. It's
impressive
been
to
one
me.
game, but I think that's the best we've
Impressive
seen of
to me.
Cass
It's his job,
in a
yeah.
long time, right? I think it suits him really well. I think the system suits him really well. So do you replace Cass with Camavinga, who's younger, better legs, better engine? But then now
I feel like that's what's happening as we
you need
see
that
like the midfielders
complementary
aging.
yeah, you need that
They might be
complementary
tired
effect
in
with
big
Bruno.
games. Yeah, and I think that Eduardo can do it because he's a very great like he's very compatible with most players I've seen, especially in Real Madrid. Whenever he comes on, like I don't know, like he just is
He
a
is
game
very good.
changer.
He is
Defensively,
also
he will hold down the fort.
he's like a jack of all trades. You can put
Yeah.
that player in any position, he'll perform. But the thing is, it's still rumors. It's not confirmed. So I think
Mhm.
it's all speculation at this point. But I think
Yeah,
looking
it's not gonna happen.
towards looking towards the Fulham game, right? And
Mhm.
what are your expectations? What do you expect to see in terms of improvement from the Arsenal game? And I generally felt like you've been hard done by Arsenal. I really think that was a foul on Bayender for that goal by Calafiori. So
Yeah, kind of annoying,
I
but
think
as Ruben Amorim said, it's like
mhm,
it's something that we should be doing as well. It's just something a part of the game, and we have to adapt, and
take
it's
advantage
just
of the
part of the
rules as it
football.
speaks. But yeah, let's go forward and talk about the United Fulham game, right? It's a great test. You're coming up against a decent opposition. It would be a good way to get this front three to fire. And plus, I think we might be looking at the front three starting on the pitch for the first time. So kind of lead us through that. Lead us through your expectations, who you expect to be like your star player, and essentially which position would you like to upgrade on given the choice.
When you say upgrade, do you mean upgrade as in like in the transfer market,
Oh yeah,
or
of course.
upgrade
Like
as
which
in
position? Like not a particular player, just the position that you would like to upgrade before the because guys, transfer window is closing in 10 days. Like if
yeah.
moves need to be made, they got to be made now. So, like
So
yeah,
well,
in
hear
that
me out.
regard.
So hear me out. This is basically what I think our formation is going to be. As you said, it's going to be 3-4-3. But I want to talk about Fulham, and I want to expose them for their weakness and see what they're going to do. They're going to go with a 4-2-3, right? Like, and they're probably going to put Basie, Cuenca, Anderson, Tete in the back,
Mm.
and put Berghe and Lukic, obviously, and then it will be King, Wilson, and obviously Rodrigo in the front. And then we have no choice because Onana's not there. We have Baynder. And remember, Ruben Amorim did say the underdog is not dropped. So guys, don't create any false rumors. He still has the manager's favor. And we have
Well,
Lenny Euro.
he did say he's placing two goalkeepers ahead of him, which doesn't exactly sound good
He's
for your
not dropped.
starting
He's
goalkeeper
not.
from last season.
It's not dropped though. So
It's
you
not
know, once
dropped. It's not
he's,
dropped. But he's
we
also a
can't get
better
rid of him.
choice from what we can ascertain from Ruben Amorim's
Bring
comments.
on them back.
All right. So excuse me. So we have Lenny Euro, who's playing fantastic. Matej De Ligt, absolutely amazing. You know, Luke Shaw. Oh, it's kind of interesting, but he's been
And the
dominant.
grandpa.
I think
You
we were
know,
very surprised to see Luke Shaw as
shocking,
your
right?
third center back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, shocking. But
but I
hey, man,
understand
Hypocritical.
he's
it.
there.
I understand it.
But no disrespect to my man, Maggie, Mags. You're hustling, bro. I respect it. You know what I mean? I respect it. You know, you're doing your thing. And then obviously my wing backs, you guys know Dorgu and Delo. So they're gonna be Delo obviously gonna be trying to push forward. I did not like Delo's game in the Arsenal. I did not approve of a lot of things that he
He could
did.
not cross
I
or pass in the
I
final third to
can you
save his life.
excuse me. Thank you.
Sorry,
So
sorry.
anyway, so like my wing backs, their performance it was Dorgu was fantastic. I feel like that one shot, like guys, I know you're talking. I know you saw the game. That one shot was absolutely beautiful. It hit the post, man. I thought it was gonna go in. My heart dropped, and then broke after. But anyway, and my wingers we have Diallo and Mbuemo. My midfield is Bruno's going to be there, of course, and Iguarte. The synergy with Iguarte. I mean, it's first game. I'm not going to judge Iguarte. You're cool, bro. I trust you. And Matez Cunha in the front, bro. Yo, this is my boy. This is the guy who's gonna get us the goals. I'm telling you, he's gonna be a game changer. And I've seen things that I am like, wow. He just needs to fucking finish that ball like a, like an actual freaking striker. And we're gonna be Gucci, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think we're gonna actually win this 4-0. Expectations. Only thing we have to
Four
improve, man.
zero. Strong,
Let me
strong
explain.
prediction.
Let me. Yes, yes. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because we have someone on the bench, and he's gonna be unleashed this
And
game.
4-0.
Benjamin Sesko, the
Do you
floor
think?
is yours, my
I think
friend.
Benjamin Sesko is going to start. I don't think he'll come off the bench.
I don't know. I hope he's. I don't know
I
because
think he
like
has
why
to
did he?
start. I think that
So who
area of
scores
I
your
don't
other
know.
3
presence and
goals?
focal point is so necessary because you missed that in the first game. Because you
I
had
was hoping he
Mason
would.
Mount as a false nine,
I know
which I thought was a
it was
mistake,
weird, but
right?
he played well though. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna shit on him. He played well.
He did. He
He
did. He
tried to
did
do
track
whatever he
back.
could
He did
in
play
his
up
position.
high. Yes, I
He
agree.
passed. He did amazing shots. He did whatever he could for the capacity that he was in. Respect to my boy Mount. You're a great sub. You ain't going anywhere. You're staying in this club for some time. Okay. I've
Hmm.
seen what I've seen from you, and I respect it. That's United talent. Secondly,
Huge
I
talent for
don't know what's going on with
75
Benji.
million.
I don't know. I don't know what Benji's doing. I swear, why is he starting? I don't know. Would I
I
take
mean, you
him?
did get
Yes, I
in a
would
little
take him.
bit closer to the start of the Premier
Yes,
League,
I
which
would
is
take him.
understandable.
I want him to start, and then obviously, if one person has to go, I take out, maybe Diallo for Bruno and keep him there, and then put my boy Casemiro in, and put Benjamin in for striker. But I don't know if he's gonna put him on for like what kind of rationale is there when you sign this insanely gifted striker for not putting him on? Are you scared that he's not fit ready or? He's
I
not ready. I
I
don't know.
think
I
I think
didn't.
it was
I was
just a
confused.
matter of signing him a little bit too close to the first game. And the first game
And they
being
put him 20 minutes
Arsenal
though.
means you want someone who's a little bit more adjusted and
But
adapted
he
to the
put him in
Premier
20
League,
minutes. But he put him in 20 minutes at the end.
which is good just to get some minutes in his legs, right? I feel like with a week worth of training and rest, and we're also looking at United mostly playing a game a week. I think they have a lot of chances to really gel together and really get into that Ruben Amorim's tactical
That's
system.
what I'm saying. Like I'm
But
telling you, with Benji
I
on striker,
think
I feel like we're gonna win 4-0.
I
Number
think
two
this
goals
was
by
a,
Cunha, one by Benji, one by Bruno, most likely. And when if you score, you score, brother. We can make it 4 or 5-0. Guys, all you gamblers out there, trust me right now. Go for it.
all right. So
Okay.
I have an open
I want to
question
put a
to
disclaimer there.
Abhishek as and Jay and myself as well. Open question. I'll start off by saying I do not think that Bruno is highly talented, and I think he's a player you cannot drop. But I also do think that he does not fit this system, and I don't know where he fits. Either is Ruben Amorim is pretty much wedded to his 3-4-3 system, and that's the system that he's most comfortable with. That's the system he's most effective with, and that's the system he's probably has, a couple thousand pages worth of tactical shifts and changes into it. Bruno is an amazing 10. And yes, he does run around, he does cover the pitch a lot, but he does not have that defensive acumen. He does not have that get out of jail free skill set in those deep blowing air, in those cul-de-sacs, right? Like in the wings in the first third. Are we looking at a situation where did United miss a beat by not selling Bruno to Saudi for 100 million? Did they are they now
Oh,
stuck in a situation where Bruno's is this like square peg in a round hole in the system? Because if you put Casemiro and Ugarte, you do have that defensive bite, and then you have Sesko, Mbuemo, and Cunha up top, Diallo off the wing back, and then you maybe Dorgu coming off the left, right?
we
That's a
unfortunately
really
do
good
not have.
attacking.
If
That's a
Bruno
really
was an
potent
8,
attack.
he would fit in. But Bruno's not an
He's
8,
not an
so he
eight,
can't fit in.
so
So like I get it. And in like he's a 10, okay? But like in this system, it's difficult. And maybe he could do a false nine in an injury situation. I would put him in as a false nine. But to sell him, did we miss out on 100 million from Saudi? Yes. If I look at it financially. Do I think that we would have even been in 16th place without him last season? No, we would be absolutely worse. So
but you're looking
I'm
at a
not gonna.
actually. Yeah, I'm curious,
I'm
Abhishek.
not
What's your
gonna
take?
lie.
What's your take on this Bruno Fernandez conundrum in this system, if it is even a conundrum?
Um, well, honestly, it is a conundrum. Yeah, I totally agree with you. He's a number 10, honestly speaking. He's just not that kind of
Mhm.
player that Casemiro and Ugarte are for their
Or
positions.
Kobe Mainu, who's another player
Or yeah.
that's being
But I
overlooked.
will also say at the same time, United need someone who's more creative anyway.
Hmm.
I feel like, it's only going to work for so long when you're just giving it to the wingers to create everything for you, basically.
Do we do we also think that we saw a little bit of Cunha's carrying power in the second half against Arsenal, right? The
Dribbling,
ability to
he
dribble,
was a
shake off
beast.
defenders, and get past two, three
Mhm.
players to open up space. We might be looking at a situation where you don't need Bruno if Cunha is on the pitch. Cunha can take over those
Mm.
creative responsibilities, and the wingbacks can go flying up and down to provide the width. So Cunha doesn't really need to hold width.
But
And
he
if
probably
Sesko and Cunha
prefers
develop
to play
this
higher up.
partnership, exactly, like if they develop a strong partnership, like is Bruno redundant in this system? And if Bruno's not redundant, like how do you fit him in without changing the entire philosophy of Ruben Amorim's style? Like we might be looking at a situation maybe United
Maybe
definitely could.
selling Bruno is what you're saying.
I and maybe not sell him. I think he will become useful if the system complements him, right? I just because I mean, we did see Bruno probably be the worst player on the pitch against Arsenal,
What?
right?
Okay, the one game.
No, no, no. What I'm saying
But
is based on the system's
our best
demands.
player last season.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
but based on the
system.
system's
Yeah,
demands, it just doesn't suit him. I think we saw his
he
movement
won't
on the
fit
pitch
in
being
that system.
erratic,
Yeah,
and like he's receiving the ball under such tight pressure that
Lost the ball,
yeah,
yeah.
and we saw
And
him pass
he can't
back to
handle it.
Yoru and put him under pressure. Like
Yeah, and that
that
was
should have
really
been a
bad.
goal scoring. And let's be honest, that's what led to the corner that led to the goal. If you
Mhm.
had Ugarte or Casemiro doing the double pivot, they might have been able to hold the ball off. Because let's be honest, Bruno's not a strong guy, right?
Mhm.
He flops and he falls over. This is nothing new.
Now, can I explain something?
Yeah, of course.
Let's say Sesko doesn't work out. Let's say Benji's on the pitch and it turns out to be another Erasmus Hoyland.
Mm-hmm.
In that situation, what Amarim will do, he will obviously take out Benji and then put Cunha in as a striker position and put our boy
On the left.
in as, yeah. And then Bruno would be there in like more of Cunha's current position right now.
Then what do you do
And
with
that would
Mount?
facilitate. Mount will be on the bench. When he has to come on, he comes on. You know what I
So
mean?
with
Like if
Mount,
there's injuries.
so then would you move Mount? Then would you move Cunha
No,
over to
Mount
the
would not
left
be.
and then
No,
put
no.
Mount
Cunha
as
would
a
be
false nine
striker.
again?
Cunha would be striker.
No, I'm
Bruno
saying
would be
yeah.
the center, and my wings would be Ahmad Diallo, and obviously,
Wait, if Cunha
what's
is
it-
your striker, then Bruno can't play center because it's three
he
four
can play
three.
center attacker.
No, he can't because then you have an empty spot no
Okay,
one's
sorry, left
responsible for on the
attacker.
left.
Left attacker. Sorry, like it would be like left
He
side.
would be
Then
a
you're
left
right.
mid maybe. Then I guess he would
Yeah,
have to.
left mid.
He'd
Man.
probably have to play a 3-4-2-1 with two tens. Which again,
Yeah,
that's what
that
I'm
would
saying.
probably
That's what I'm
again.
saying.
That's what Cunha would be there as
You
striker,
have to
most
adjust the
likely, but
system to
Bruno would have
suit
to play.
Bruno. Okay,
Yeah, but let's say the injury is there, then
no,
Bruno would be like
of
in a
course.
great situation
If
to
you
fit
have
in there. You know
injuries,
what I
you
mean?
have to pivot. You have to adapt.
Yeah. So
But do you
I
think
like maybe
is
we didn't
Bruno
miss out on
worth
selling him.
is
It's
Bruno worth
essential.
Ruben Amorim adjusting his tactical system to suit
You're not
Bruno,
adjusting it.
who is also an aging player in a team filled with younger blood? I think we're looking at a situation where Bruno
Um,
might become redundant this season. I think we're very close to seeing. We'll see how the Fulham game goes, but I think against the big
yeah,
teams,
I
I think
still
against the
think
big
it's
teams,
gonna be.
Bruno is going to be a little bit of liability in that first third. But anyway, so
I'm
Fulham
pretty confident in the
4-0
5-0, bro. I'm just
prediction.
saying.
5-0.
4-5-0. 4 to
4 to
5-0.
5-0. Okay,
Literally.
strong prediction. Abhishek, your thoughts on the game and your predictions. I think most
Guys,
people will
I'm
be
telling
laughing
you, it's
off.
gonna
I mean,
happen.
to be fair
It's
though,
gonna
to
Five
be
happen.
fair
zero.
though,
I trust in my team.
to
You
be
put this
fair,
live right now, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen,
I'm saying
guys.
this. To be fair, the way the way United performed against Arsenal, they performed to a similar caliber with just
We
a little bit
kicked
more
their ass.
polish. I
Come on,
think
more 5-0
it will
is a
be
bit
a high
much.
scoring game, but I think
It's not Leeds they're playing.
3-1 because I do feel Fulham will score.
First of all, bro,
3-1.
we were supposed to be given a penalty, okay? We didn't even get the penalty against fucking Arsenal.
That's
All
true.
right, God knows what the fuck that shit was.
I mean,
All
to
right,
be honest, the
you want me to go into
That's
statistics
just
on that
part of the
game? We should
game.
have
We're
won,
not gonna
bro.
hate it.
Statistically, we would kick their ass. They were fucking shit scared, bro. We saw every one of their fucking players.
No,
Odegaard was fucking relieved
they were
But
after
you
the
didn't
terrible
score.
in
That's
their
the whole
first week,
point here.
yes.
You
But
talk about 4 or
they
5
won't
goals,
have
but you
a
didn't
game
put
of
anything in the
that
back of the net.
level again. Like
bro.
that's
Oh
probably
my
the worst
God,
they're gonna perform this season.
bro.
But
I'm telling
I
you,
don't know about that.
we're gonna make up for that. We're gonna fucking destroy. No offense, Fulham fans, but you're gonna catch the smoke, bro. Unfortunately, but you're gonna be catching it. All right,
I mean,
get ready.
this will be very interesting
Hmm.
if it's a banana skin and then they end up beating you. That's what I'm just saying. I don't think they will. I don't think they
Banana
will.
skin is crazy.
I think
We're gonna
United will
destroy them.
win. I just don't know if it'll be that level of a domination. But
It
Abhishek,
will be.
your thoughts on the game upcoming Fulham United and their front three?
On United, why are we still talking about United?
Just a quick
How long?
prediction. We don't have to stay too long on it.
I mean,
This
what is there
guy,
to
bro.
predict? We're lucky just to win the game. And that's my
Score
prediction.
prediction.
Probably 3-2 at best. That's what I would
3-2
say.
at best is crazy, yo.
At best.
You're live. The
They
whole
win,
world,
I
3-2,
mean.
the
3-2 is
whole
fine.
world
3-2 is fine.
is seeing this, and he's saying
I think
3-2. Are you
very much
I'm
fucking
saying
mad?
I'm
many
saying
Fulham here.
3-1. I'm saying 3-1.
Fulham, sorry.
We have 4 to 5
You gotta be
0 from
realistic.
Jay. We have
Wait, you're
um
telling me to be realistic and you're saying 5-0?
I'm
exactly.
telling you, we're gonna make up for it. Dude, we're so mad. Like,
Where do
all
these
Manchester's
goals come from?
furious. bro, we saw the players that
But
lost
you're
and won our
underestimating
hearts,
Fulham. You're
and they're
assuming that
gonna.
Fulham is gonna just let you score 5 goals on them. They're
They're
not.
not.
They're
We're
not gonna
going
beat you
to
that
rip them
I
easily.
think
apart.
I think
We're
we're
going to
grossly
rip them apart.
underestimating how good Fulham
It
can
doesn't
be.
matter.
But
It doesn't matter.
okay, we
It
got our
does
I
not.
mean, we
predictions.
are if we think we're
It
winning by
does
We
4
got
not
our
points.
matter.
okay, guys. We got our predictions
We're,
in. We got 4-5-0 from Jay. We got 3-2 from Abhishek, and we got 3-1 from myself. Moving on, let's talk about one of the most dominant teams in world football and the signings that they have made, because I think they have knocked it out of the park. Let's take a look
sick.
at City's 4 signings: Ryan Cherky, Ait Nuri,
Oh boy.
Tijjani Reinders,
Yes,
and
fair.
well, I guess Marmoush will still count into it. But
But uh,
um, so Abhishek, your squad, Pep Guardiola reinventing himself, being a little bit more direct and
absolute,
powerful in his tactical
absolute
system,
genius.
taking advantage of the verticality of Holland and the running power of Cherokee, Marmoush, and Tejani's Reinders' complete midfielding performance. Are we looking at where, despite Liverpool's dominance last season and their incredible transfer
Mhm.
market this summer, are we looking at City
Yes, sir.
making the right transfers, powerful transfers for amazing price tags? And
Right?
I think we saw in game week 1 City just showing everybody, like, don't count them out, and they are
Yo, bro, straight up
they are equal favorites to the title. So give us your
equal.
thoughts on your transfers, what you're expecting from City, your excitement or disappointment for whatever reasons. Give us your thoughts on City's upcoming season and their transfer window.
All right. So first, I want to say I'm pretty happy seeing all these Premier League pundits, who backed City every season and suddenly switched to Liverpool, and not a single one of them picked City because of one bad season. I like that because I think, if you're gonna underestimate us, that's perfect. That's what we want.
Throw some names out there. Which one are you talking about?
Oh, all of them, literally. I don't think there is any.
Name them.
I
Call
mean,
them out.
Jamie
Name. Name.
Carragher, Gary
What?
Neville,
My
Graham
God.
Souness.
Right?
Literally, I don't think there was a single pundit
Gary?
that put City ahead
I
of
think Gary loves
Liverpool,
United. So
which is fine, understandable. But again, I'm happy that they're doubting us. But
I
I just want to
mean,
say it's not just the transfers that have been top this season.
you guys lost to Sporting,
We
right?
also completely swapped out our coaches, our coaching staff, and we got Colo Torre, who's
Oh, boo
I think
hoo.
everyone knows what kind of a beast he was in his career time as a
He was
player.
a good. He was a crazy. Yeah.
And
Respect.
now he's our
Respect.
defensive manager.
Yes,
And
sir.
not
Yes,
only
sir.
that, but he's kind of like he gels with everyone in the dressing room and the coaching staff, so he's a great guy. Everyone loves him, which I think is important for the dressing room. And then we also brought in Pep Yinders. Obviously another Pep, you know what I mean? Pep loves Pep. But he was the ex head coach of Liverpool during Jurgen Klopp's time, and he was amazing. Honestly speaking, I think something that we really needed from last season was something new ideas, fresh ideas. When we're stuck in front of a wall, something creative, and I think that's what he's going to bring to the team. That we very much lacked last season when you see that we couldn't break teams down as easily. And a lot of times we were just basically passing the ball back and forth rather than penetrating like we usually do. All right, and then let's get to our signings. Oh boy, rub my hands together. We got freaking Turkey, Ryan Turkey for 35 million. I mean,
The Ryan
that's
twins.
that still like baffles me.
I think it's even
I
more baffling that just a
It's
simple statistical
actually
point here,
it's
that
34
you
million.
signed these 3 players for the same price as Florian Wirtz.
Yeah, that's
I know
crazy, isn't
it's
it?
insane.
It's incredible business.
Well, a little bit more than him, but either
A little,
way,
I mean, for the 3, right? Like,
exactly.
unbelievable
And that's the
business.
thing. Like,
And
if
let's
you
not
asked me in
forget
the
James
beginning,
Trafford. Okay, James Trafford is a great signing too.
oh yeah, of course.
Great, great. Honestly, yo, that guy should come to Old Trafford, bro. You know what I mean?
Anyway,
Destiny,
anyway,
destiny,
he will come to Old Trafford and
destiny.
keep a clean sheet there. So
Oh,
you're
okay,
good.
bro. You're so funny. You're so funny. We'll
That's red
see
But
who
card
scores more
banter.
for them.
but
Just wait.
yeah,
Just wait.
I mean, if you ask me, to go back in time, would I switch those transfer for awards? I'd say hell no. I'd say tell that guy to fuck off. No offense. It's
Well,
gonna
he did.
be
We
insane.
were
And
rumored to sign him. Yeah.
Tijjani
He does
Reinders,
play well.
amazing signing. I was already
Tijjani.
talking about him previously and how I'm most excited about him more than Tricky, honestly, because I think when I look at him, and I think other people can agree, he looks almost like a prime Gundogan when he plays. The way he just like
I
gives
was
those
gonna say.
immediate short passes and goes
Hmm.
forward into these really, really dangerous positions for scoring goals and assisting. That's something we really lacked as well, is someone who just kind of runs into the box when it's time to attack and it's not just looking for Holland, but actually, wanting to get into the space to shoot. And that's something we really missed as well, because obviously with Kevin gone, a lot of our
There's no replacing
midfielders,
that guy.
yeah, I mean, a lot of our midfielders wouldn't be taking as many shots as Kevin. So it's good to see that we have more of an attacking threat that doesn't come from just Holland,
He has
which is
big
going to be
shoes
really
to fill.
important in the really tough games.
We'll see, bro. You guys played Wolves.
And I mean, yeah, of course, like one thing I'm still sure of
You're gonna be put
is
to a
that our
real test
defense
this
is
time,
still
bro.
not sound, and
You're
I
gonna play
assume
against
I
against
expect us to
Tottenham.
concede a decent amount of goals. But
Against Tottenham.
well, yeah, I mean, Tottenham are a kryptonite, but either way.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, I also feel that no matter how many we concede this season, we're going to score twice as much. That's how confident I
Oh,
am in the attacking threat that we have.
very strong
And then
statement
one
by
more signing that's important was our
what?
left wing back, Ryan Aitnouri. Unfortunately, he did have to play in the regular left back position because Guardiola was injured against Wolves. But I'm telling you guys, once we
Ryan
get
now is a great
Guardiola
signing.
back and we put Ryan higher up, you're gonna see him go into midfield. You're gonna see him swap with Doku, and I'm telling you, this guy is dangerous on the ball in the final third.
So as a winger,
I
People
believe it.
real
interesting.
I
Left
believe
back.
it.
as a winger, fullback, whatever you want to call him, midfielder, he's everything. And that's what Pep wants him to be. Is that guy who
I
can
live
literally just
on.
get into any position and put an attacking threat. Similar to
Marcelo?
uh no, not
I don't
Marcelo.
think we're
Similar
seeing we're
to
gonna see the like of a Marcelo again for a very long time.
I was hoping that Brazilian is the beast.
Marcelo
obviously not
is a
as good as
powerhouse.
not as good
Hey, he
as
can score from anywhere, bro.
Hakimi,
Hmm.
not as good as Hakimi, of course,
Hakimi,
but the positioning that Hakimi takes whenever he
he
goes
has the ball,
forward,
goes
needs
forward.
to
I
be
see.
in
Yeah,
those
I feel
positions.
like Hakimi perfectly balances attack and defense, whereas Marcelo is
Mhm.
just an extra attacking option off of that left hand side. But
Yeah, like Luke
Right.
Shaw.
Yeah, but that's what I
okay,
mean. Ryan Denari
he'll be
he'll
similar
be
ilk
both.
maybe.
He'll be a good attacking threat and he'll
Hmm.
be a good option for a pass,
Right.
for a cross. I'm telling you, he's really talented.
I'm sure. Yeah,
Honestly,
we saw
great
him at
signings by
Wolves
Pep, man.
on a very
I haven't seen Pep make a
poor
mistake
Wolves
ever
team. You
besides
could
this
easily see the
Champions League.
level of quality that Ait Nuri possessed, and I'm sure. Like
Yeah.
I'm considering how Wolves were depleted last season. Ait Nuri did suffer from that team destabilization, but even then, he performed super well. And I think more than all the signings, I feel like Tijjani Reinders is a clear standout. I think we can all agree, and I also do think Marmoush is a fantastic talent. But Abhishek, the
Because
question from a city's point of view, you have a Ballon d'Or winner in Rodri, who's coming
Hmm.
back from injury, and you have
Right.
this, and albeit it's only been one game in the season, but we all know that Tijjani Reinders did tear it up in Serie A.
Oh yeah,
Um,
he's a proven player,
he is a
so to
proven
speak.
player. Like there's no doubts about his quality and his ability to do
Hmm.
impact games. You're looking at a player who plays more akin to Kevin De Bruyne esque and a little bit like Rodri, like someone who's in between the two players. If you look at it from a bandwidth point of view, Rodri coming back in, Tejani Reinders. How do you think that dynamic's going to pan out? Is it going to be Rodri for some games, Tejani for some games, or is it both of them playing in harmony with each other? How is that going
Oh
to
no,
impact the team?
100.
Because Foden is also coming back in. You have a bunch of players who are all starters, right?
Right.
How does Pep manage everyone's expectations, and how does the what's your best team? What's your best 11?
Well, first thing I'll say is we've always kind of had this dynamic of having a really strong bench, and I don't think it's ever really causes any issues. I think that we have a really good understanding in the dressing room of, you know, you have to fight for your spot, and that if someone does start before you, it's not like a personal thing. And I think that they're going to do well in terms of, putting their egos aside. And I think that once Rodri is 100% fit, him and Reinders are definitely going to start with each other because Reinders is definitely more attacking. And
Hmm.
honestly speaking, as good as he is defensively, Rodri is way better defensively. And if you put him in that regular eight position,
Hmm.
then there's no doubt, Reinders is going to be in front of him.
Right.
Personally, I think the best midfield three would be Reinders, Rodri, and Cherky. But realistically speaking, I don't think those three
What?
can exactly play together.
No.
So I
Your
think it
best
would.
three would be right now currently Nico, Reinders, and Silva.
No, no, no. I'm saying if we have
No, Rodri
Rodri
is
and
Turkey would be on your
Rodri is
Cherky,
wing.
healthy. I don't think
Are you
I'm saying,
sure?
you
Is
can't
no,
have
Rodri
no,
you
he,
legit?
can't have
he's
the best three without Rodri in there.
no.
Yeah, no,
Listen,
I don't think he's
we're
gonna
just talking
play.
about
He's
best
just
three.
that
No,
bad.
no, we're just talking
He's
about
not
best
really
three,
that.
Jay. We're not talking about for next week.
Just best three in
Oh, okay,
general.
okay,
We're
Yeah.
just
So
saying like
okay,
Rodri's
once he
healthy.
is
He's back.
100%
okay,
fit,
okay. I
he's
don't
back,
think
but
he's
he
playing.
still needs
I
a
don't think
month
he's
and a
playing.
half
I'm
to
telling you, he's not
cut
playing.
himself. He needs a
He's
month and
not
a half at
playing.
least
Like
to
based on my sources, he's not playing.
get to be 100%. And I'm honestly, I say take as much time as he needs because I really don't want
If you get another
another
injury, bro, it's
scenario.
GG. It's
Yeah,
literally over. You
exactly.
cannot
I
do that to him.
exactly. And
He
honestly
gave you
speaking,
everything,
Nico
and you're just
Gonzalez
destroying
deserves
him.
to keep playing. He's
Yeah,
been
let
playing
Nico
really
play,
well.
bro.
Yeah, I
Like what
agree,
the
and I think he's been playing well.
Hmm.
But that's what I
guys?
mean. So
Your whole bench could be another team if
as
you
much
want,
as I
because that's
would
what
like
you do.
Cherky
Willingly.
and Reinders to start together, I don't know how exactly it work
It's not gonna work.
creatively. But I know one thing for sure: Rodri and Reinders
Holland,
will start
Holland.
together once he's 100%. The only
Just
question
gotta have.
is the third midfielder would either be Bernardo if we need more creativity, and I think Gonzalez if we need more defensive unity.
And you can change it into 3-2.
And I think that the
3-1.
thing I like most about this squad is the depth that we have in terms of
Of course,
the
one of the
different
best depths
kinds
in
of
world
players
football.
we have. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
agreed
really about the
though.
different kinds of players we have
Attacking
for the
styles
same
you can do.
positions. So there's a lot of, pieces that we can move around.
I'm sure.
And as for
Definitely agreed
Foden,
though.
I think that he's an insane player, and I think we're going to see him play amazingly. Um, but
Are you gonna
honestly
start
speaking,
though?
him and Oscar Bob are going to
Is he
both
gonna
have
start?
to kind of compete with each other for that right wing spot
So as
because
would you
Bob
choose Oscar
is
Bob or Foden
phenomenal.
first? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you would choose Bob, right? I would choose
Well,
Bob
for
over
now, I
Foden.
would choose Bob because he just
I would
proved
choose Bob
himself
hands down.
after last game.
Hands down. Damn,
And I
Bobby.
think that
That's
before
crazy.
his injury, he was already proving himself. So I think
And
he
then
deserves to start until he,
got
doesn't
injured, yeah.
have a good game or two. But I
Can
think
I
that
ask you
Foden is a
something?
professional
What do
and
you
he's
think the
gonna,
score prediction is gonna be for against Tottenham?
yeah. Wow. Against Tottenham, I think 4-2.
Rajiv, what is your strongest lineup
I,
against
I
Tottenham
think
for
I
right now?
think
What do you
yeah,
think?
we'll get there. We'll get there in a bit. Just I just want to like come through this transfer thing just real quick, just because it is an interesting point. Oscar Bob, Foden, Marmouche, Ryan Cherky, Doku, Bernardo Silva. These are your wing options, correct? Unless I'm missing somebody.
Bernardo's not really much of a winger anymore, to be honest.
Midfielder.
And Savio,
He's
right?
kind of too old. Yeah, Savinho.
Now
Savinho. He's injured though.
Tottenham
He's injured.
apparently are in the race to sign Savino. And
That's not gonna happen.
do you think that considering the incredible depth that you have as a team, will Savino get the minutes? And do you think Oscar Bob is ahead of Savino currently in the pecking order? And we know Pep has said that Savino is injured, right, for this upcoming
Hmm.
game. So I just want your input on where Savino stands, because as a Tottenham fan, I want to know what our chances of signing Savino are, which I think Savino will revolutionize our left hand side. He would be our Sonny replacement, even though I'm a huge believer in Matisse Tell, but we'll get there. Just a quick. Do you think Oscar Bob is ahead of Savino? or do you think Savinho's it's a balanced mix? Like depending on the game,
Right,
the
right,
opposition, they'll
right,
play.
right.
What do you think?
I think personally, Oscar is ahead of Savinho right now,
Yeah, that's what I
just
figured.
because if you look at Oscar Bob, I don't think he's ever really had a bad game that I can remember
Hmm.
whenever he's played, and I think that he's just too much of a threat and too good in form right now to be honest, for anyone on the right to start over him.
I think so too. I think Oscar Bob really showed us
You
before
can
his
say
injury.
inform after one game, but
But
alright.
Right,
I feel like if you look at Oscar Bob from when he got injured to now, it doesn't seem like he missed a beat. It's like he picked
exactly,
up exactly where he left off. And I think
exactly.
Pep knows this as well. I think he knows that Oscar Bob, he knows the Premier League. He's trained in the Premier League. Savinho's from Brazilian player who played for Girona. I think if you look at Savinho's output last season, 1 goal, 8 assists, Pep needs goals, right? Like that's where Pep gets his
Hmm.
domination from. And I think Oscar Bob provides more of a goal threat. Now, speaking to your question, Jay, how do I feel as a Tottenham fan for a 4-2 prediction? I
No, no,
think.
no. What do you think the score prediction is going to be?
Oh, what
Not
do I think
4-2
the score
prediction.
prediction? Okay. Yeah, I get. Let's transition over to the game of the weekend. Tottenham versus City. I'm gonna let Abhishek give his thoughts on City, and then I'll give my thoughts on Tottenham, and we'll go from there.
Can I just say, first of all, is a travesty that Arsenal versus Fulham, sorry, Arsenal versus
What?
whoever they're playing, Leeds United, I think it
Yes.
is at 11:30, and
I,
City versus
I
Tottenham
think
is at
that's just
6:30
our.
a.m.
I think that's
in
just
Central
unlucky for us
Time.
from this side of the world.
Uh,
I mean, come on,
you're in
I
are we
know,
kidding
America.
I
ourselves
know,
here?
but
Are we? The game of the week is gonna be at
so
6:30
early. But
a.m.
I guess in England time, it's
Wake
better
up
suited.
earlier for your
I mean,
club,
in England
maybe?
time,
What?
it's like what? I think like 4 or 5 p.m.
I
Which is
just know
Midnight.
pretty much when
two
everyone will be able to
two
watch it.
club
I feel.
fans travel across the world to support their club. This kid
I
can't
feel like
wake up.
8 p.m. would
And
be
he can't even
but
wake
anyway.
up. Yo, what
But
is
Anyway,
this, bro? What
I mean,
is
but
this?
let's
we saw the Manchester United and Arsenal game.
Get
It
him
wasn't
out
in the
of
beginning,
let
right? It was the
I
last
know,
game.
but timing is something we can't control. But
Of course. But yeah,
what's your
wake up, bro.
quick summary? New look Tottenham. Thomas Frank, Ange Postecoglou has been sacked. Thomas Frank has shown against PSG, against Burnley that he's tactically flexible, and he's had a decently good record against Pep Guardiola with his Brentford team.
it's
Are we
true.
looking at more of a managerial chess match, or are we looking at player quality domination? What do you think? As far as I mean, I know you predicted a 4-2, which clearly indicates domination of the attacking forces and a little bit of defensive
Right.
fragility. But again, what do you think? How do you think City will approach it, and where do you think the advantages are going
Oh
to
yeah.
be?
Well, I think first of all, it's going to be both
Hmm.
tactical chess game and show of quality in terms of players
Yes. Hmm.
individually.
I
But I
agree.
think definitely tactics can play a huge part. I expect Thomas Frank to be very defensive and counterattack minded because, I mean, 90% of the time that he's played against them, obviously with a different team, but I think the ideals will be the same, like defend well, win the ball back, counterattack because City have a very high defensive line. So they're prone for counterattacks, they're prone for over the head blob balls for the strikers to chase. So I think it's definitely going to be a chess match for sure, for the first half at least. I just feel like the only reason I say 4-2 is simply because I think it might probably just be a stalemate realistically.
Hmm.
But when you look at City's depth in the bench, I just think that that's where the individual quality just takes over. And I mean, maybe 4-2 is, unrealistic, but I just think that we just have so much quality on the bench, and that's where we kind of have the advantage over Tottenham.
I think so.
That's my. What's yours?
As far as my opinion is concerned,
And one
I,
thing I want to ask you:
yes, of course.
do you think going to the game that you're kind of on the back foot, or do you think you're on even grounds?
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll be a little bare bones about it. I think I think we all know that Tottenham have messed about in the transfer window with in likes to their signings of failing to sign Morgan Gibbs White, failing to sign Eze, I think that little heartbreak of losing out on Eze has really impacted our ability to control games because of Madison's injury and Kulusevski's injury, right? So I think we're going to be on the back foot because without a creative 10, it's going to be hard for someone to control that middle of the park with the half turn and get those line breaking passes that'll get past elite defenders like Ruben Diaz and Akanji and Ait Nuri and all these guys. So I think the fact that we're left so short by our hierarchy and our ownership, I think we're going to be on the back foot. But I also would like to take solace in the fact that everybody around the world thought PSG would stump us 5-0.
That's
And
true.
Thomas Frank came in there with a tactical plan that was genius, right? He 5-3-2 had Richarlison and Kudos work on holding up the ball and everything, and Saar running the pitch, just controlling the game by pretty much marking Vitinha out of the game. I think we're going to look to a similar template. I think it's going to be a 3-5-2 because again, we don't have a create 10 because Eze was I mean, we know how that saga went. That was heartbreaking. I think Tottenham's entire transfer window was heartbreaking, and I think that's what puts us on the back foot. I I, I, I mean, I have high hopes for Lucas Berryville, and I have high hopes for Matisse Tell, Archie Gray, but they're too young. They're 19. Like,
Oh yeah.
Eberechi Eze was a maverick. Eberechi Eze was a hard carry in that middle of the park with fantastic vision. Like, we all know what he is capable of.
Rajiv, you want to know an interesting fact right now? Who is on the transfer release clause for 65 right now million?
Who?
Would you bring him back? Would you bring the legend Harry Kane back to this club right now?
100%. I don't think there's a single club in the world who doesn't
65
want
million
Harry
release
Kane.
clause.
But
Guys, that's his release clause.
but
Would you buy him? I would.
but Kane is not leaving Bayern.
No, it's a release clause. It's a release clause.
Even if there's a release clause, a player has to accept to move.
Yeah.
Bro, he's gonna accept if you come back
He's
home,
not
bro.
gonna accept to come
Yeah,
back to
he's not gonna
Tottenham.
accept. He
He
knows
has
that chapter
What?
is
everything
done.
going at Bayern.
That's so sad.
He has amazing players around him. He's gonna be a Champions
It's a
League
$65 million
contender.
release clause. That's
Doesn't matter.
crazy. Why
Doesn't
would
matter.
anyone
He's
not
not gonna
accept
leave. He's not gonna leave unless City or Barcelona or Madrid come in. He's not leaving. So I think that's
or
important.
United come knocking?
I don't
Just
think he
kidding.
wants to be 15th, but anyway.
Okay, buddy.
So I think Eze,
We're gonna
if we
win this
got
thing.
Eze, if we got him over the line, I think I would have been very confident for the City game because we all know how great Mohamed Kudus was and how great of a player he is. And I think Tottenham have finally have a powerful winger who can defeat men, hold the ball, be creative, send crosses in, get assists. Like I'm in love with Mohamed Kudus. I think what a fucking signing, honestly. But that's all we got. We signed Polina. I think in these type of games, Polina is gonna be fantastic. When he was at Fulham, was by far the best destroying six in the league. Most tackles made in the league by a huge margin. Kudus and Polina, two first team signings. Polina's on loan. Kudus permanent signing. But you have to understand we're going up against Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. I would say the only advantageous factor is the fact that for some reason the football gods have made us your bogey team. And for whatever reason, you guys just do not seem to perform against us usually as compared to other teams. I mean, to be honest, we beat you guys 4-0 with a backline of Ben Davies and Emerson Royale as their center backs. Like, how do you explain that? How does City
You
go
can't.
to against all these other teams and like demolish them and then come to Tottenham and can't score against an Emerson Royale and Ben Davies backline? Like, come on. I feel like that's our solace is the fact that we are a bogey team for you and Thomas
I agree.
Frank. And this is something I was having a talk with Jay earlier. Our best signing this window is Thomas Frank. Like, that is our
True.
best signing this window. I feel like from a tactical point of view, from a pragmatic point of view, from just ability to just tactically outplay another manager, I think that's where Thomas Frank is so much better than Ange. And I loved Ange. So I think this is going to come down to a tactical chess match from our end. For you guys, the player quality is too heavy. It's too strong. Like, I mean, we saw that against PSG. Like, they bought on Fabian Ruiz and Goncalo Ramos, and we bought on Matisse Tal and Solanke, right? And we lost the game. We were 2-0 up until the 85th minute, and we lost the game in the next last 10 minutes. So definitely back foot, but I do think Thomas Frank is a genius, and I think he's smart, and I think he knows Pep, and he's been against Pep many times. My prediction, and I hope, and this is a huge hope, I would go for a tie, whatever that number may be, 1-1, 0-0, 2-2, doesn't matter. I think a tie is best for us. If we do win, right? I mean, we showed that we could score on elite teams like PSG, but is that going to be the same against City? I'm not sure. But I would be more than happy with a 1-1, right? I would be more than happy. A loss is expected, so I'm not too fussed about if we lose, because I know that if we lose, it's because the Tottenham hierarchy failed Thomas Frank in the transfer window. And I know,
So are you saying 1-1 is your prediction, or is that the 1-1 is what you want? So
I
what's
think
your
1-1 is
prediction?
both my prediction and my hope at the highest
You
level,
crazy.
right? I don't think it's that crazy. I think PSG,
Yeah.
Arsenal have showed us that Tottenham can hold their own. We did beat Arsenal 1-0, and we pretty much dominated PSG
I would
every
like our
game.
producer, Mr. Gomisha, to record this and send it back to me in like literally 2 days. Thank you very much.
I mean, why do you need to record this? Is going live or just going on YouTube? Just go to the
I'm
link
just
at
gonna
the.
just want to record this thing and just send it to
I mean, that's
me and
fine.
put
That's
it as
fine.
a little
I don't
soundtrack.
think it's as absurd as you guys smacking Fulham 5-0. If I'm being honest,
No, that's
right?
ridiculous. That's
I think
ridiculous.
that
1-1 is
that is
crazy
gonna
against
get
City.
clipped out
That's
of this
something
You're not
special.
even
podcast.
gonna come close to
That's something
scoring a
special.
goal against, bro. I'm telling you, we're
Okay,
gonna
let me ask
destroy
you this.
City.
Let
We're
me
gonna
ask
destroy
you this.
Fulham.
Let me ask you
We will
this.
destroy Fulham. I
Fine, fine,
promise
fine.
you.
Let me ask you a simple question. Did you think
So
Tottenham
what?
would be 2-0 up against PSG till the 85th minute?
I think you said it right yourself. Like no one in the world did saw that coming.
Exactly. And
Honestly.
now we have proof that Thomas Frank can set up a team to take advantage of
Yeah,
elite
bro. But
teams, which means
sorry,
it
bro. But
is
it's not gonna
not
happen.
that
You
far
gotta stop.
fetched
You're
to
not gonna.
think
No,
that a
it's not.
1-1, and also keep in mind, we are a bogey team for
Yo,
City. I think there are a few things that are playing into our hands here, which if we
sorry,
take
buddy.
advantage of, we'll be fine. But we'll see. We'll
Van de
see.
Ven
Anyway,
is a beautiful
we're gonna
defender.
have
He's
we're gonna
amazing
have
and
episode two.
crazy, but
We're
he's
gonna
not
have
gonna stop
episode
home.
2 next week. We'll see who's right and who's wrong. And I swear I will come for you if you do not score 4 goals against Fulham. Right?
That's kind of gay, bro. But I'm just
All right.
saying, I promise you, we will destroy it with four
All right.
five
We'll see. We'll
zero,
see.
and we will
Anyway,
be the best.
right now, that's my prediction. That's my view on the back foot. But
Okay.
yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Tottenham's transfer window and
What transfer
Arsenal.
window?
And Arsenal, whew, Arsenal have spent significant amounts of money. Again, another conversation I was having with Jay before the podcast. Arteta has spent close to 300 million this window. He surpassed the 1
Yikes.
billion expenditure mark over the last 5 years. He just got Eberici Eze, who I think is the needle mover and who's going to get them over the hump. Now, Abhishek and Jay, right?
Hmm.
Quickly, just very quick on Arsenal. We know they've signed
Boom. I mean,
Zubimendi, signed Eberici Eze,
Mhm.
signed Kepa, they signed a few other players.
Victor Gilchrist,
Victor
Christian Mosquera,
Gyökeres, Christian
Christian
Mosquera,
Nosgard, Martin Zubimendi,
Norgard,
and
Christian
Noki
Norgard,
Madueke.
Madueke. Now look
Madueke.
at this. They've signed 6 to 7 players. 300 million spent. 4 million, I
Yeah,
think, is what they sold so far.
yeah.
Can Arteta go another season without a trophy? Can Arteta
absolutely
can
not.
can Arteta be anything less than second or first in the Premier League? Can Arteta go into the Champions League and not make the final? Like, what what is the expectation out of Arteta? Because they snuck Eberechi Eze under our noses. And to be fair to Eze, childhood Arsenal fan, lifelong Arsenal fan, I know. Like,
Mhm.
listen, from Eze's point of view, if I was as talented as Eze and I had the option between Tottenham and Arsenal, I'd choose Tottenham because I'm a Tottenham fan, right? So I don't blame him. I don't blame him for going to Arsenal. Arsenal are leagues above us. They've been challenging for the title the last 3 seasons. They're a very good team,
Uh,
right?
Unky, can you just copy that? Thanks.
Right? They are objectively a great team. Subjectively, I hate them. I despise them. I want them to burn, and I want them to get
But they're a
relegated.
league better than you, right?
But objectively, they are leagues better than us. You
Yeah.
can't say Arsenal, who've been second last 2 seasons, who got to the semis in Champions League, who competed,
You won more
are
trophies than Arsenal last
yes,
season.
we've won the Europa League and
We're
we're also
but they're league
17th.
better.
I think in terms of squad quality, we are way
Trophies.
behind. We are way behind. Trophies are what mattered, and that's definitely the where we have the advantage. And this is why the question comes forth: can Arteta go another season without getting a trophy?
No,
What
I
if he
think
does?
Abhishek was right
No,
when he said it.
I think he can't. Like ultimately,
Yeah, I didn't think
there's
it
no
was going to.
expectation for him. I think the bar is really low, to be honest. I don't think there's any expectation
The bar
to
was
to
low
win the
after
Premier
like
League, to even get second place. I think ultimately them winning one piece of silverware, winning one piece of silverware is the goal, basically. Whatever it is, FA Cup, EFL Cup, I don't care. I think
let
if
them try
he
their
was to
best.
win a single silverware, then
We'll
he
save
has
his
to
job.
go. I'm sorry.
If he
Like if he
doesn't
wins
get one
literally just one,
silverware,
I think
then he'll save his job. Otherwise,
he will
no
keep his
chance.
job for at least 2 more
There's no
seasons,
excuse
because I
though.
think the
I
bar
know.
is just that low, at least in terms of
Yo,
success.
I didn't even realize it, but he told me that like he was there 5 years ago. I was like, wait a minute, like there's no way. I'll look it up. It's
It's
literally
true.
5 fucking years. I was like,
And they won
bro,
the FA
you
Cup.
gotta go, bro. Like this is ridiculous. Like 5 years without any freaking wins or anything.
Right,
I thought it
right.
was just
I mean,
three
to
years.
be
This is
fair, I wouldn't
ridiculous.
say don't go yet,
We go
just
through
because he's
managers
built
like
this
like
team from the
bro,
ground
we go
up,
through
so it's
managers
good.
like a certain player, so a certain person on here, this podcast goes through like girls, you know what I mean? So like I'm just saying, bro, like this is crazy. Like we gotta like
Go
exterminate like
United.
Arsenal fans. No, Arsenal fans gotta remove like guys, there is a standard, okay? If 5 years, this is the best you can do, and for you said it bet 3 freaking 100. That's a lot of money, bro. That's crazy. I mean, we spend money, but we also pull in a lot, and whatever. We are forced to spend money regardless. Inflation. Sorry, when you're the biggest in the world, this is it's just consequence. But these guys are spending this much, and this is the best they can do. Yo, I'm sorry, but you gotta go, and you gotta get a different manager, bro. Because this is just bad. Like it can't be every single time. Oh, we're gonna cross the ball. They're freaking Stoke City FC. Like Abhishek said earlier. Like this is all they do. They're not good, bro. They gotta go. They have to change up. They have to have a different kind of formation, different kind of feel for it. Like remember the Invincibles, man? That was like lethal. Like that guy is like freaking winger continuous. And Saka's a great player. Don't get me wrong. They have a great squad. Maybe just tactically reform it, or maybe Arteta has to go. It's just literally simple as that. What do you guys think?
I agree. I
I'm,
mean, if
I'm
he
gonna let Abby
doesn't,
go, and then I'll have my piece on it.
I just want to say if he doesn't win at least one piece of silverware, he's got to go.
Mike,
That's all I have to
little
say.
a little caveat here. Do you think a piece of silverware justifies, like, let's say a Carabao Cup? Do you think
Yo,
a Carabao Cup is enough? Because I don't think so.
for them, it will
I
be.
think it's enough for him if he makes Champions League spot as well
I
as
think
in
I
top
think
four.
I think
But
top
they'll do that
four.
regardless.
Actually,
Because
yeah.
again, the bar is very low.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think one piece of silverware, even
It
if
will
it's a
be enough.
Carabao Cup and a Champions League
That's
spot, is
so
enough. As
sad.
long as they make Champions League spot on top of that. If
Do you,
they just win AFL and finish fifth
how
or
big
sixth, I think
how
it's
big
not
of
going
an
to be.
impact do you think? I mean, most of their signings have been good, right? I think the main signing has been Zubimendi. I think Gyökeres was terrible, but that could just be, growing pains trying to adjust to the league again. But let's also be honest, Gyökeres used to play for Brighton in the Premier League. He's no stranger to the Premier League.
Great.
But yes, there is always going to be a betting in period and stuff, so I don't think we can say anything. I think we can revisit Gyökeres's, Sesko's, Kudus's, and all these other new signings' impact like 4 or 5 games down the line. But Eberechi Eze, Prem proven, star man at Crystal Palace. I,
But where does he play?
I left. I think he plays on the left wing. Um, I think that's
So
what
he
they brought
starts
him
over
in for.
Martinelli,
Because
right?
I don't. There's no way you're benching Odegaard, who's their captain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think he plays on the left and Saka plays on the right. Gyökeres middle. Do you guys think
Yep.
Eberechi Eze is the final piece in their jigsaw, is the final piece in their multi-phase plan to get them over the hump. Do you think he's
They're defensively great. Offensively, is all they need.
so? Do you think Eze is the piece? Do you think now
No, I
Arsenal
thought Victor
are?
Gyökeres was the piece, but I was wrong. And clearly, Eze is the missing piece now. I thought Victor was the actual missing piece.
But do you think Eze is enough to get them to that
Yeah,
title,
he's
get
a.
them to that Champions League final, get them to that FA Cup
They'll
win,
they'll get
Carabao Cup win,
they'll
maybe
get
pull
there.
a double, a treble, a quadruple?
No,
But
they'll get the final, not the win.
Is Eze going to have such a degree of impact that Arsenal are finally able to round out their master plan that Arteta laid out
Mm-hmm.
4 years ago?
Well, we
Yep,
can't say
that's
for sure because like
I can.
uh, they also have Gyökeres, you know, so we don't know if Eze would be the final piece.
Gyökeres,
Personally, I think a striker is the final piece. I don't think
that's right. Gyökeres is the
Martinelli and Trossard were not like as good as Saka last
Mm-hmm.
season, but they were definitely holding up their own on the left. Personally, I feel like Eze is just kind of a luxury for them that they didn't really need, but they just kind of took on them anyway.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, I think with the Havertz
I don't
injury and Martinelli's
right.
time coming to an end at Arsenal is, I mean, apparently Sally's in for him, but they're quoting 80 million, and I just do not think that.
80
I
million
mean,
is
I mean,
crazy.
look,
Yeah.
whatever it is, he still has one season here
Mm-hmm.
at Arsenal, and I think that at least now he has some real competition, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that we'll see if he actually ends up getting sold or not. But I really don't think Eze is going to give them any that they didn't have from
From
wingers.
prior,
I
yes.
think what they really only lacked was a striker,
Mm-hmm.
and Gyökeres is a striker. And my personal opinion, I also want to say about Gyökeres, just this is just a personal take, okay? No one has to agree.
Of course.
I think he's a bit overrated, and I
I
think
will agree with
that
that.
he's gonna have a little bit of a tough time. I don't think we're gonna see a situation like Darwin Nunez where he's gonna flop really hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't think we're gonna see like a Holland type of situation. I was expecting, I guess, because of how he did in Sporting.
Right.
I expect him to get maybe like or a total of like 15 goals by the end of the season, but I don't think that
I think
I
expectations
don't.
are too high for him to live up to. I
Yeah,
think
I
by
mean in the
fundamental
really
nature of
big
that,
games, I don't think he's gonna perform as well in the really big games.
I completely agree.
But again, that's why you have Saka. So I think he is the one that's gonna get him over the line. Is Saka,
Mm-hmm. I
because
think
I think
Saka
what
is
this
definitely
really
going to
does
perform.
is put less pressure on Saka in big games.
Right.
Because let's be honest, they're gonna always put two or three on Saka specifically
Mm-hmm.
because he's gonna always be more of a threat than anyone else in the front.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
And I think that they're gonna be more successful with Gyökeres because of that pressure
Mm-hmm.
that's being put off of him.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't think that. Okay, I already told you about Gyökeres.
of
What do
course.
you think about Eze and
So
Arsenal?
my thoughts are, well, I was convinced that Eze was coming to us. I think all the major journalists were alluding to the fact that Eze was really close to signing. But Arsenal came in, hijacked the deal in 50 minutes because our ownership is horrible and negligent. I think Eze does move the needle for them. Because if I'm looking at that front three and I'm a defender, right? And I see Eze, I see Saka. I'm not too worried about Gyökeres because I agree with you. I think he's overrated. But do you really have to be overrated to bang in tap-ins? I don't think so. I think if Eze and Saka do most of the legwork, all Gyökeres has to do is be in the right position and just tap the ball in, and boom, Gyökeres will end the season with 15 to 20 goals. Is that because Gyökeres is going to be great? No, I think he's going to be a byproduct of the intelligences and quality of Saka and Eze. I think Martinelli puts his head down and he runs like a blind chicken. So he's has never been that assist playmaker. I think Trossard is a great option off the bench. Just got a new contract, same length of time but a higher pay raise. So he's going to be off the bench player. We know that. I think Eze is that player who can pull defenders towards him, and then you have Saka on the other hand who pulls defenders towards him. If Gyökeres does not perform, then Arsenal have ridiculously made a mistake, right? But now I think Arsenal went from desperately needing a striker to they'll be perfectly okay without a striker. It's funny how that works. And I think Eze is that piece, and I think Eze is a quality, superb footballer who's really going to take Arsenal to another level. And I hate that because I hate Arsenal. And well, be that as it is, what about you, Jay? What are your thoughts, just real quick, on Eze and Arsenal, or that entire dynamic?
Honestly, Arsenal probably did the right thing here. They had to make another signing because this is the last season.
Mm,
Does they perform, or he knows he's going to be probably like sacked, right? So as a manager, your intuition is telling you have to find the best players out there, and as is probably one of the best right now. And Crystal Palace have won trophies consistently
with
because of
him.
him.
Yep. His
So I
free
think
kick
that's
ability
honestly,
is amazing as well.
yeah. So honestly, because of that, but I would still put Declan over. That's it for free kick. Sorry,
No, that's fine.
but
I think Declan Rice is a
um,
quality player.
yeah, I still think like regardless, like Arsenal, this is their time to shine. But the quality that everybody else has made this transfer season
Mm,
makes it really difficult to say if Arsenal have what it takes. So honestly, the manager, if he can actually perform and put the right pieces together in crucial matches, and even in those silly like small games where you don't want to lose those 3 points, it's crucial that you have that mentality. So we'll see.
yeah,
Honestly, as is a brilliant signing, great move by Arsenal. Sorry about the Spurs thing. That sucks for you, bro. But
I was
you know,
pissed. I was depressed.
it
It was
just has.
bad.
I
But
thought you were gonna get him against Savinho, to be honest, but it looks like it's not gonna
I
happen.
I
So
thought Tottenham were finally gonna act like a big club, get Savinho, get Eze. I bro,
you can't. I was
can
gonna say
you
you can't
think?
say anything about Daniel Levy ever again, but I guess
Yeah,
not.
exactly. I never would because I'm like, hey, listen, you
Yeah,
finally. It took you a while, but you did your job, right? Like
it's okay, bro.
if you're a
It's
defense and
just,
you
bro.
see Savinho, you see Eze
Yeah,
and Kudus running at you, yeah, Tottenham are scary. But now who do you have? You have Matisse Tell, Berival, and Kudus running at you. Sure, Kudus terrifies you, and I feel like this man right here, Mohamed Kudus.
that's a game changer.
Let's talk about this guy because we have one
Amazing.
signing. We have like I want you to think about it. In our entire podcast, I say let's talk about United, Sesko, Mbuemo, Cunha,
Yeah,
um, whoever you signed, City, Reinders, Aitnuri, Cherokee, Trafford, Arsenal, 6 players, Liverpool, Wirtz, Frimpong, Kirkrez,
Ekitike. Ekitike.
Ekitike, what a player. But
Yeah,
and then you come to Tottenham. Let's talk about Tottenham's transfer window. Mohamed Kudus, Palhinha. We are so screwed because
bro.
Daniel
First of
Levy,
all, don't say
Daniel
that guy's
Levy,
name lightly. You guys
who?
signed a player that's worth like 2, 3 players.
Oh,
He's
Kudos,
that
100%.
good.
Trust me, Kudos is our saving grace. But I'll tell you this:
Mm.
Daniel Levy came out in the summer, early in the window, like an idiot, and he was like, "We want to compete on all fronts. We need to win the title. We need to win the Champions League. We are going to compete on all fronts because that's what we have to do." Then what does he do? He gets Palini on loan, who I think is a beautiful, very intelligent buy, right? Because he wasn't getting playing time at Bayern, and we saw him against PSG, just controlling that entire middle third with his tackling ability. Then we have Kudus. This boy right
That's
here,
good, guys.
this boy right here is our signing of the season and might go down as one of the signings of the season, I think, because his ability to take on his man, to control the ball, to hold up play, to muscle people off, getting across, attack the spaces, and he can also play in that middle of the park in that 10 position. This kid right here is going to get depended on so much that I'm scared that he's going to play so many games because Thomas Frank is not going to have an option. Because we just heard that Kulusevski might be out till January. Madison is out for the season. Like,
Kulusevski was
are
amazing for you last season.
exactly. I'm okay, and I was telling this to Abhishek. I said I'm okay if we don't get Eze. I'm okay if we just get Savinho. Why? Because Savinho, Kulusevski, and Kudos is still a great front three, right? Or a middle three, whatever you want to call it, because we have Richie and Solanke up top. This is our transfer window, guys. And this is nothing new. Daniel Levy does this time and time and time again. You guys have the luxury of being big, huge, successful clubs, so your demand is to buy players every summer. Tottenham are the eighth richest club with £1 billion stadium, and we
How
just
rich?
won eighth richest or ninth richest, one of the two. And then
That's crazy.
we just won the Europa League. Anybody would be thinking we just won a trophy. Let's let's take this and move forward. Not Levy. You know what Levy does? He sacks Ange Postecoglou, the first person to bring a trophy, a major trophy to this club in 17 years, right? So he decides to sack him. Understandable. 17th place finish, horrible. Most goals conceded in the history of Tottenham, horrible. Our attacking chops were terrible towards the end. Fine. I get it. I understand. Ange had to go. The optics and the statistics make sense. Then you go and get a brilliant manager in Thomas Frank. You cannot, if your plan was to sack a manager and then get another manager and not back him, then why sack Ange in the first place? Right? If you're intending for the manager to fail, okay, that's just emotion speaking, but I don't think Daniel Levy is trying to screw over Frank intentionally. I just think he's incompetent at his job.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Um, you guys don't have the following people: Madison, Kosevsky, Solomon, Udogi,
We have
Dragusin.
we have Solomon, we have Adogi. Dragson's coming back in September. So we're only missing a 10 and a left winger. Two pieces. Two
You're
pieces.
gonna have Richarlison, Johnson, Sar, Kudus in your front, Spence, Van de Ven, Romero,
Like look at that.
someone else in the
Look at
back.
what we have discussed today and look at
Bro,
that. We
you're not
you
gonna
guys did
say
not win.
1-1 against
You
City.
guys did not
What?
win against us in the Europa League final and went on without
I don't know. That
Champions
was
League
weird.
revenue, without
That
Champions
was
League
weird.
money. You
I
guys
know, I
went
know. I was
and
shocked.
made some incredibly astute signings. City, we don't need to talk about. They can spend however much they want. They've won the Premier Leagues 5, 6 times. They have so much money. Tottenham have no FFP issues, no PSR issues, rake in revenue, rake in money from the stadium and all these concerts and NFL games and all this stuff. Daniel Levy is a brilliant businessman, and he's been highly, highly, highly successful in transforming Tottenham into a very profitable club. But he is not the guy
You
to control the football matters. And
even after all this, you're still saying 1-1?
I'm saying 1-1 because Thomas Frank.
No, because of Kudus. That's it.
Kudus and Thomas Frank. I think we will be low blocked, defensively just disciplined structurally, and I think City will have a hard time breaking us down. They will break us down. They will get their chances. Vicari's a great shot stopper. Van de Ven and Romero. Van de Ven is just, oof, what a beast, right? Jed Spence, another amazing fullback. Like, but that's not my issue though. My point is I don't mind losing to City. I think at this point, given the tools that Thomas Frank has, I think it's expected that he lose, and I don't think anyone should be surprised or upset or
Raju,
mad that we lose.
Raju,
What?
when Thomas Frank was at Brentford, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the people that he signed and he made them quality players.
Oh, of course.
He turned the
Wissa,
kids into like great
Buemo,
men.
Schade,
Brian and
Hojgaard,
Bremo, Ivan Tony, and
Ivan
then
Toney, yeah,
Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya,
David Raya.
Christian Norsgaard, Frank Onyeka, Mark Flecken, and Gustavo Nunes. All these players, they were like literally like kids.
Yeah,
They turned them into some crazy ass
that's
motherfuckers.
where Thomas Frank is the best signing.
That's what you have to look for.
I know, I
You
know.
can't
I
look
feel
for like
like
crazy
I feel like
people. You're gonna find these kids.
Thomas Frank will make Matisse Tell amazing. He will make Bergval amazing. He will make Archie Gray amazing. But the problem is that takes time.
Yeah.
Tottenham fans are not
So
willing to become a developmental club again,
you have no choice. You lost
right?
everyone.
Right? So I think I think this transfer window is only going to be salvaged with one signing, and you only need to make one signing. But here's my hope, right? Come September 1st, what I would like to see is Savinho
Mm.
and Akaluche or Nico Paz, right? I feel like Savinho is just going to be amazing for us. He'll start every game. He will create for us. He'll be the kudos on the left, right? Nico Paz and Akaluche are not as a, but Akaluche, I think will be great. I think Nico Paz will be great, but those deals are going to be very difficult. I do not mind not signing a number 10
Would
because
you?
I just it's fine. Like we just wait until Kulu comes back, and Kulu's a beast.
Would
I love
you?
Kulu. I think we'll be fine. We just need Savinho.
Would you?
Yeah.
Do you know who Kota Takai is?
Kota Takai is our defender. He has plantar fasciitis. He's not going to be playing for us anytime soon. That's why we didn't loan out Luka Vuskovic.
Luka Vuskovic.
Luka Vuskovic is a beast. I love that kid.
He's
Right?
playing.
I know he's playing, but he's not
Kevin
going to play.
Danzo.
Danzo is such a good player. Not the best in the world, but he does his job brilliantly. Right?
All these people, where are they from?
What do you mean where they're from? Kota Takai is
Where are they
Japanese.
from?
Luka Vuskovic is Croatian.
Like from the French league, I don't know.
And Danzo was from Serie
No, like
A,
what? Like
I think,
what year was this with the transfers?
last year.
Under who was this?
This was under
Under
Johan
who?
Lang. On Johan Langa.
Under Johan Nanga?
Yeah. These are all Johan Langa signings.
Interesting.
No, actually, Vuskovic was Fabio Paratici and Leonardo Gabardini signing. But
I want to see these guys play.
I do too. You've seen Danzo play. Danzo is constantly playing. Vuskovic was
I
new.
haven't
He
seen.
just came in this summer, and
I've
Kota
seen
Takai
Van
just
de
came
Ven
in this
and
summer.
Romero and Pence and Poro. I haven't seen these guys play
You've
with
seen
on their
Danzo.
squad.
Danzo played against PSG. Danzo played against Arsenal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. So
I would think so.
this summer, come September 1st, just get Savinho in. Just honestly, just fork over the
Why do you think?
fucking money and just get Savinho in. Pay the 68 million pounds that
But
Pep and
apparently, you guys don't have the money.
we have the money. We're flush with
Apparently,
money.
apparently,
We
you
have
guys
so
don't.
much money.
No money, bro.
We have money. Shut up.
Wait.
But the point is, this is where Tottenham stands. And yeah, I mean, kudos. What a brilliant player. Yeah,
You know when the
what?
IRS comes and they check your money and there's like nothing left,
No,
but
no,
you have like a
we
whole
have
stack underneath the house.
we have a ton of fucking money. It's just we use it on everything else. We keep saying all the money will go back into the club. Apparently, Enoch put in 100 million into the club this summer. I don't know what's happening with it. There was talk about a new sponsorship. There was talk about percentage takeover. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to go into things that are not official, but what are your guys' views on Kudus? Because I don't think that's worth talking about the window because the window is trash. But what do you guys think about Kudus and Tottenham's
Can I
state
just say,
of team right now, going forward into the season?
Bro,
yeah,
when he
sorry.
when he's in Ajax, he was absolutely like one of like the most amazing kids there. When he was growing up and he went to West Ham, that's when he really developed, right? And he was like, whoa, like this guy's one somebody to watch out for. The fact you guys signed him, I didn't expect because you already have like
It
a
was a
crazy
coup.
beast that is Madison.
It was a coup.
But
I mean, he was supposed to be a right winger, right? We needed a winger.
yeah, I didn't expect. I don't know. I just didn't expect because Cool always plays over there, and he plays everywhere. So I was like, okay, then why? I was hoping that you guys would honestly find someone to replace your striker instead of the Dominic Solanke guy and the guy who just left you,
Mm-hmm.
Sonny. Thank you for a
No,
great,
thank you,
great
Sonny, for
Premier League,
all the
bro.
service because you were a legend of the club.
We really
To
appreciate it.
win
What
a
a
Europa
beast.
I know,
League trophy as a captain and leave, brilliant.
thanks for coming to America. We will cherish you in MLS, bro.
I think Sonny
That's
is
the whole thing.
everyone's favorite
Oh,
Tottenham player.
100%.
Yeah, we love Sonny.
100%. But I think, Abhishek, you were saying something before.
Mm.
You have the stage. What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say kudos on Kudus. You like that pun? No, but seriously. Well, what a signing.
I'm gonna
think
throw a rock at you.
I think potential signing of the season for Tottenham,
I think so too.
assuming Savinho doesn't
No,
come. But
Thomas
either
Frank is
way,
the best. Then
wow.
kudos, honestly.
Either way, kudos. I was already like, I remember watching West and thinking, man, this guy's too good for West Ham.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
He's strong,
Yeah,
he's fast,
hardness.
he can dribble, he can cross, he can shoot. I mean, I don't think I've seen him not be able to do anything. He scored an insane bicycle kick against us on the last day of the Premier League.
Premier League, yeah.
Mhm.
He has little to no flaws as a player. And he tracks
Yeah,
Exactly.
back on defense too.
And he's my
yeah.
favorite type of player because he's
He does
not
it
only
all.
all those things, but he always aggresses the defender and tries to win the
He
ball
takes
back.
him on, yeah.
He puts pressure on the defense every time, and that I think is really important for a winger.
I
But
agree.
yeah, I think
But
kudos on
but the
Kudus.
key man is Dominic Solanke though. No, that's the guy I want to talk about. Now Dominic Solanke, I think, is really going to perform this season, guys.
Oh yeah, what is your level of perform this season? How many goals are we talking?
3 goals, like that is going to be amazing. Let's go. If he's got this, bro. He's got this. I
I
promise you.
I mean, I'll be honest, bro. Solanke is actually a very good player.
He is a
Really?
good player, but
Yeah, he
I
is. He
just think
is.
the injury is
I
gonna
don't know.
take some time.
Yeah, I don't know how well he fits into Thomas Frank's system,
He
but
won't fit into it? Really? I thought he would fit.
but
Like,
I
Charleston
think
fits in perfectly. Dominic can play with
well,
Charleston's
with
position.
Charleston is a
Can he?
different kind of player. That's why. But
Charleston's so like adaptable, bro.
yeah,
Really impressed with him.
I think that either way he's gonna do well. He has like these that make him really good. Like when his back is turned to goal, he can actually hold the ball off really well, which will give the wingers like
Oh,
Kudus a lot of
it's
room
kind of
to
like
run in behind.
a false nine S. I feel.
But yeah, let's see. Let's see how Tottenham does. I think he's their best signing right now, and I think he's the one who gives trouble this weekend.
Who do you
Yeah.
think
Over
had the most
Kudus.
successful transfer window of all the Premier League teams?
Um. Ooh, interesting. I think if we're looking at in terms of
You can say Spurs, bro.
no, I was not gonna say Spurs. Please shut up.
Because Thomas Frank. Because okay.
I'm thinking. Hang on, let me. Actually, you guys go ahead real quick while I
What,
think about this.
bro? Come on. You can say
I would
Spurs.
say
It's
City.
what you can,
I would say City. I think they
really
covered almost all of their issues. Um, they have
the richest,
been,
one of the most richest clubs, being financially smart and amazing.
yeah. I feel like City covered the gaps that they needed to cover. I think Liverpool's defense is still just a little bit weak, and I just do not think Florian Wirtz is going to be as good as people think. I just think that's just because I just don't think he'll live up to the price tag. If I'm being honest with you,
No, I feel you.
so
I do agree to a certain extent. I don't think I ever looked at him and thought it's 100 mil.
mhm.
But I mean, he'll still do well at the end of the day.
Yes, I agree with all the fans out there that United had the best transfer window, and we will prove it. Thank you very much to all the people out there
I
watching.
think
We really appreciate it,
I
and we
think
tell you
Liverpool's
we will take
transfer
over this
window.
season.
I think Liverpool's transfer window is very top heavy. You have Florian Wirtz, you have Ekitike, you have Frimpong, and you have Kirkez, and you have the great Arnie Slot, right? I think Wirtz is going to be a bust. I think so, and I've said this before. I
Six shoes.
in a bust in the terms that I think he's going to be a bust in relation to his price tag. I think he's a great player. I just don't think he's 120, 130 million dollar
He's
player.
not worth 100 million. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying
Well, I
is
mean, look at it this way
for
though.
paying
Who
130
would
from him, you need to hit the ground with.
well, let me ask you, who would they have gotten? Suppose that they said, that's too much. We don't want to pay that. Who do you think they would have gotten?
I don't know who they would have gotten, but I think like think about Ekitike, right? Ekitike so far has shown that he's more than capable, right? Like everybody was like Isak, Isak, Isak. Ekitike was bought as Liverpool's way of saying you're not going to give us Isak, fine, we'll take Ekitike, and they took Ekitike. Ekitike in the preseason, Ekitike in the first game of the season showed that he can hold his own, right? Frimpong, Frimpong came from the same team as Wirtz, and he's able. Now he's injured, of course, but he did play super duper well. Of course, defensively fragile, but Liverpool are used to that. Trent Alexander is the same way. Amazing going forward, terrible on the way back. Kirk, as we know from Bournemouth, amazing defender. Amazing, amazing defender. So he's got not much to prove because he's already proven. Wirtz has been the weak link in that team, and I can't tell if that's because the pressure's too much, the price tag's too much. But you have Salah, Ekitike, Gakpo in front of you. You should be dropping 2 to 3 assists a game, right? Like I, again, I think it's a Sesko thing or it's a Gyökeres thing. Maybe he needs a betting in period, but I do not think I think Sesko being worth 65, 70 million. I don't know how much he was. Gyökeres was 70 million, but Wirtz is 130 something. Like you can forgive Gyökeres and Sesko for the price tag for not performing right off the rip. But if you're a club and you fork out a British transfer record, you expect performance, I think. Right? And I think that's where I stand on that. What do you guys think?
I do agree. There is a certain level of shoes to fill with $100 million transfer fees.
More
But
than
again,
that.
I feel
British
like it's
transfer
too
record,
early to
not even
assess.
just 100 million. It's a British transfer record.
Oh,
More than
but I
Enzo, more
understand.
than Isak, or more. I
Yeah,
guess Isak will break it, but I just don't think
if
Liverpool
it
will pay.
happened.
I don't think Newcastle will let Isak go. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, no, I understand. I just don't know if like because it's only been one match, like we can't really assess. Maybe after like three or four, we can assess form. We can make it more of a conclusive statements. But again, like this is a guy that would like be a part of Bayer Leverkusen's undefeated run. That is not easy to do. Yes, the manager plays a crucial role, but oh my God, that's still like that's pretty crazy. And you are a center attacker midfielder, so which means you are playing a crucial role into that
Mm,
formation. But he didn't do it by himself. He had a crazy team. Does this mean that Florian Wirtz is incapable? I don't know. I personally feel like I need more time to assess. Maybe after like a two or three games.
mm,
But some other players like Ekitike just rise to the occasion, and that was a shocker. Ekitike was a brilliant signing. Isak would have been better, but unfortunately, they just were like, we don't need him. So that sucks for the player though, because he misses
yeah,
out on Champions League and all these other great opportunities. I wouldn't be disappointed. I'm not mad at Isak for doing what he's doing. It's not fair.
I also think you do have a sense of responsibility and sportsmanship that you should not be throwing your toys out the pram for
Hmm.
just not getting your move. You're still under
Hmm.
contract. You're still under obligation to play for a team. Like, sure, you want to leave, but if the team that's trying to buy you aren't willing to put up the money that your parent club thinks you're worth, who the world knows you're worth, you can't blame the parent club for just biting a bullet because you want to
They
move.
increased it. They increased it again.
And
Like they
ultimately,
agreed on a certain price, but then they
why
increased
would
it again.
Newcastle sell him for anything less?
Then
You're
150.
essentially selling, someone who can guarantee you the league
Yeah.
almost.
And
So
No,
why
as
would you?
Newcastle,
Why would you
also,
give
let's
that to your
wanted
opponent
I
for
think this is
anything
very
less than?
similar.
right
This is
though.
very similar to the
Like I
Harry
think
Kane situation.
you
Back when City
Right,
were in for
exactly.
Kane, like
Yep,
City
same
went
thing.
ahead and put 100
you said
million
that
down for Grealish, and then went to Tottenham and said, "Hey, we'll take Kane for 75." And Tottenham were like, "What the fuck? Kane's a 150 million striker."
No, yeah, we
crazy.
And City
eventually
wouldn't put it
sell
up.
for 100.
Yeah,
No, we
we
sell
would
for
have, we
100,
would have
but
if
you
you
guys
pushed it
wanted
up.
150.
Yeah, but the thing is,
150
Kane
is
at
too
that
much.
time had 3 years on his contract. Was the best striker in the world in terms of
Yeah, but
the
even
ability
then,
to
the
be complete.
150 million is just unrealistic,
It's
which is fine.
which is fine because
It's
that's
it's
it, three
basically
years on your
you're
contract.
basically pushing them away with that kind of
Exactly.
price
And I
tag.
think any club will want to hold on to their prized asset. And I think
Yeah,
Newcastle are doing that. Newcastle are like, fine. Why if Liverpool buying Ekitike was dumb if they wanted Isak. Because Ekitike was supposed to be Isak's replacement. So why take Ekitike and then go back in and try to get Isak again? Like what
that's
Newcastle are
silly.
not pushovers. That's just Liverpool being too arrogant. And that's Isak also being too childish. So I don't blame Isak. Or sorry, I don't blame Newcastle for telling Isak to just shut up and do your job because if Liverpool really wanted you, they'll put up the money, which I think is fair. I think
Yep,
as a
I
parent
agree.
club, that's fair. Protect your assets. You paid an X amount of money for him. You want to make profit so you can cover your team's future. There's no player that's bigger than the club, ever, right? There's no player that's bigger than the club. And Isak thinking that he's bigger or he's so good that Newcastle just bend to his wishes is just naivety. And I think Newcastle are
And they mature.
telling the world that, listen, if we don't think a player needs to go, he's not going to go, which I think is perfectly within their rights. And Liverpool, again, why buy Ekitike if you wanted Isak in the first place?
Yeah, I feel like Liverpool's transfer the window is also very predatory.
It is.
I feel like they didn't even need words to begin with, in my opinion. I think it kind of was an excess. I mean, especially if you're playing 100 million.
I think
He's more than they
worse
need. They
is
had
necessary, but
McAllister
just not
and
for the
Sabozlai.
price, I think.
No, but that's what I mean though. Like, put excess because you already have an established number 10 in
Hmm.
McAllister. So you would want to sign, a more box to box midfielder maybe, or a
Right.
more defensive midfielder. It doesn't really make sense to me to sign a
Can
second
you
number
imagine if
10.
they got Tijjani Reinders instead of Wirtz?
Oh, that would be scary.
Right?
But that's my point. I feel like they should have went for someone like that versus another number 10 behind
Hmm.
McAllister, who I think McAllister did perfectly fine last season.
Yeah.
And he gave them everything they needed for that position. And I think where they lacked last season was Zobo's position.
Sobozlai, yeah.
But I mean, he plays, even Zobo's played well, so I'm not gonna say anything about. But yeah, I just don't think they really needed him, so them getting him was on access. And I think Ekatike is their actual signing of the season.
I think so too.
I said it in the first week or whatever too.
Hmm.
Like
He's a good
he's
player.
everything. He
Yeah.
has everything in the court, and he's perfect for the Premier League.
Yeah, it's perfect for Liverpool. Salah will no longer have to feel pressure. Gakpo can still dominate on the left, and then Ekatike just has to clean up. It's perfect.
And you have a reliable striker
Very
that isn't
reliable
Darwin
striker.
Nunez.
Exactly. Yeah, I think yeah, I think this is where we stand. Last quick before we wrap the show up, Jay, real quick, top four prediction, then Abhishek, then mine, and then we'll quickly go on to match week 2 and quickly give our predictions for who's going to win each game.
Um, top four probably going to be um probably City, Liverpool, United, and then Arsenal.
Okay. Abhishek?
Um, okay. Wait, you just put United third? Sorry. City, and then Liverpool,
Hmm.
and then I think probably Arsenal, and then after them, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea.
I think Chelsea would be a good bet there.
Yeah, I mean Chelsea, we'll see. I feel like they still aren't as consistent.
Hmm.
But yeah, I agree. Like either 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think the top four kind of picks itself. I think. Uh, I do think Liverpool might repeat. I think I would go Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. I just think the way Arsenal play with that whole like Stoke City mentality kind of thing might. Sure, they'll win games, but I think they might lose a couple of crucial games because of their play style, or they'll draw a few crucial games. I think that's interchangeable. I think Arsenal will either come third or fourth, but I think number one, number two are pretty much set strongly in Liverpool and City. It can go either way. Okay, so real quick,
Uh,
yeah, go for
mm-hmm.
it, go for it, go for it.
No, I was just gonna ask. Do we do top 4 predictions already or no?
This is gonna be our first video, so I'm just gonna pop this up there. So I think we did it last time, but this will be our first video.
Okay,
This will be
gotcha.
episode 1. Okay, real quick, let's take a look at today's West Ham United versus Chelsea. Jay, Abhishek, then myself. Just quick score prediction and winner of the game.
Let's go first.
The score prediction for the game today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Honestly, this is a difficult one. I feel like Chelsea, after your last week's performance, they really need to step up, and they don't have an excuse. They really have to deliver here, and I don't think I'm just gonna take anything less than short of a victory. So I want to say Chelsea win. I don't know the exact score prediction. We're probably going to go with 2-1 here
All right.
for them.
Abhishek, yours? Quick prediction and scoreline.
Well, I think anyone who doesn't pick Chelsea is kind of crazy for winning the game.
Mm.
But I'm gonna say 3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. Same. I think
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea will win, but I'm thinking it's going to be 3-0. Moving on next to City versus Tottenham. Jay.
Did you guys remember Nicholas Füllkrug is on West Ham? Just letting you
I
know.
know, but West Ham are under turmoil right now. But City Spurs winner and score prediction.
Didn't we do that already?
We're just running through it quick, just for reference for next week.
I said 4-2.
I'm gonna say 4-2 City Tottenham.
What?
4-2 City. Abhishek, yours?
4-2. I
4-2
already
City.
said. Wait. Jay said something else earlier. Did he not?
No, he said 4-2 City. In City versus
Before
Tottenham.
that?
He said Fulkerg is on United. Or sorry,
No,
on
you
West
asked
Ham.
us this question earlier. Remember?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't think Jay said anything.
I asked you guys, but I never gave my
He
prediction.
never gave
Remember,
his
I asked.
prediction. Yeah.
Okay.
But 4-2
So you
City.
think 4-2, huh?
I'm thinking 1-1 tie. Hopefully, that's the hope.
This is at least
1-1.
I know, it's
That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
Why not 2-2?
1-1 or 2-2, but I'm predicting a draw, basically.
Okay, I was gonna say 1-1 is very.
I think it's a little. I just think the pragmatic nature of Tottenham and then the attacking output of City, they'll cancel each other out, hopefully.
It's gonna be
Uh,
destruction.
But Bournemouth and Wolves. Jay, you're up.
Bournemouth and Wolves. That's actually gonna be an interesting game. If I had to say, I might go here for like maybe 2-1 here. Bournemouth Wolves.
Bournemouth? Okay. Abhishek?
I'm gonna say 4-1 Bournemouth.
4-1 Bournemouth. I'm thinking 2-1 Bournemouth. Brentford, Aston Villa. Jay, you're up.
So Brentford Aston Villa, I'm gonna have to go with a 1-3. Brentford 1, Aston Villa 3.
All right. Abhishek?
I'm gonna say 2-1 Aston Villa.
I'm going to go with 2-0 Aston Villa. Burnley, Sunderland?
Burnley Sunderland 0-2 Sunderland.
Abhishek?
I'm gonna say 1-0 Sunderland.
I'm going to go 2-0 Sunderland. Arsenal, Leeds United.
Uh, this hurts. Arsenal 3-0 Leeds.
Yeah, understandable. Abhishek?
Arsenal 3-0. I mean Arsenal 3 Leeds 0.
3-0. Got it.
I'm gonna say 3-1 Arsenal.
3-1. I will probably say 2-1 to Arsenal. Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. Oof, that's going to be a bloodbath.
This is an interesting one.
That's gonna
I'm
be a
gonna have to
bloodbath.
go here. I'm gonna have to go with Nottingham on this one.
Nottingham?
It's gonna be 1-2 Nottingham.
All right. Abby?
I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2.
Tie.
I'm
They
thinking
don't have it.
2-1 Nottingham Forest.
They don't
Everton
have it.
and Brighton.
Um, that's gonna be a 2-1 Everton win.
2-1 Everton. Okay. Abby?
Oh, I'm gonna say 2-2 for that one.
Yeah, I was going to say 1-1 tie. Fulham United.
I think we all know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a 0-4-5 goal lead. You heard it first, guys. 0-4-5. Manchester United going to annihilate this time, all right? Annihilate.
All right. Abby?
I'm gonna say 3-0 Fulham. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
You're
kidding.
so cringe, bro.
Imagine. I'm just kidding. All right, imagine though. No, really though. I think 2-1.
I'm thinking 3-1 United. Newcastle United Liverpool, another bloodbath. Isak Saka hanging
Oh,
over the heads of both
Isak's not
players.
gonna be here
ooh.
though.
Isak won't be
And
playing, but
Newcastle looks
the
like
saga
so
is going to
It's
bad.
continue.
still. It's
Newcastle
still.
looks so bad, dude. Like,
Actually, no, I thought they played well in match week 1. I thought they were just
no,
missing
bro.
like a Douglas
All right, let's
Luiz.
go with predictions, guys. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to go with maybe like a 1-4 or 1-3. Sorry, 1-3
1-3
Liverpool. Yeah.
Abhishek?
I'm gonna say this might sound kind of out of pocket, but I'm gonna say 3-3.
Honestly, I was thinking 2-2 or maybe even 2-1 to Newcastle.
No, that'd be crazy.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle. I'm gonna be a little risky with it. I just feel like Newcastle, it's their home game, and they're going
Mhm.
to physically just, I think, beat the hell out of Liverpool players, right? And I think Liverpool will fail to cope up with the physicality, and Newcastle will nick 2 goals, and Liverpool will definitely score 1 because their power is too much. But okay, guys. First episode, Red Card Banter. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening to our horrible, horrible takes. And hopefully we'll get to see you guys for episode 2, where we'll go over our predictions and any further developments in the transfer windows. But thank you all. Jab Shake, anything parting comments you guys want to make?
Yeah, I just want to say, if you're a United fan, I hope you find something in your shoe.
All right, this is gonna be a dumb little weird joke, but
Uh,
anyway, guys, like we've endured so much for the last 6 years, my United Reds. Like, I promise you, Manchester will one day be red again. Just have the dream with me, okay? We're gonna reach there. I promise you guys. Don't let these city fucking scum like talk shit about us, okay? We're gonna take over Manchester once again. I promise you.
That's true. They'll have a successful season now. You go from 18th to 10th.
We're gonna make it red again, boys. We're gonna make it red again. And drive away the blue, you know? But thank you all for listening. We really appreciate it. At the end of the day, it's all fun and games, and we just want to spread the love of football. And once again, we just give a shout out to Diego Jota's family. Thank you
of
for everything.
course,
Rest in
Much
peace.
respect.
rest in peace, and horrible, horrible what happened.
He's a legend.
He is a legend. Glad his shirt got retired. He deserves it for him and his brother and for the entire family. But yep, thank you all for joining Red Card Banter, and hopefully we'll get more videos out for you guys. Watch out for solo representations from each other every now and then. But the group podcast will be consistent. All right, boys. Peace. Take care. Enjoy. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Fuck City. Bye.